Yeah.
For whatever reason, you still want to talk basketball, talk sports, or whatever. But it's my job to educate you.
Morgan, I know we're bothering you.
It's
Thank
my
God
job
for Morgan.
to step in.
All hell,
You know what
Morgan.
I'm saying?
Thank you, Morgan.
With shining armor, right? And save you from your own ignorance. I take 5 pot. Okay. Little 2-for-1 action this week. Got a little Saturday morning / midday, whatever you want to call it. We got 3 with me. Gentlemen, how are we doing?
Good.
All right. So, and I got a question for you real quick, bro. Did you get 8 inches of snow where you are?
Was that the general thing? Like, I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, something like that, bro. It was a lot of snow.
It was a lot.
You didn't, but I'm looking outside, right? And I'm just seeing, dirt on the ground. It's a slushy mess, like it really is.
Yeah, it's about to be bad. Like, I wonder how long it. Like, I hope it's clean by like Monday or Sunday. Really, like tomorrow, like people should be able to drive. Like,
yeah. The funny thing is, I'm in Chicago, right? I'm used to this stuff, but I get to see Morgan being all like crazy about it yesterday.
Yeah, dude. Like, this city cannot handle snow in the slightest. Like, any little bit of snow, it's like automatic. Everybody's off work for 3 days. Like,
which is very nice. I'm not mad at it, but what I am mad at is they're postponing the Hawks game due to.
I just saw that. I literally just saw that. Like, I mean, they can't drive to the stadium, bro.
Yeah, and even the fans wouldn't be there. Like, no one's going to.
Exactly. There would be no fans there.
Bro, we played basketball games during 2020. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, make the audience virtual. Like, no, listen to me. Just make the audience virtual. Yeah, give everybody league pass for a night. You know what I mean? Let's just call it a day. Let's just have a snow day. Like, let me get there.
That's crazy. I mean, that's not that insane, but I mean, you might as well just, actually postpone it and sell the tickets. We watch it in person.
Wait a second, bro. Well, first of all, it's not insane. Second of all, like, it's crazy to just, take 3 hours, maybe drive to like, I don't know, a 2-hour drive to Valdosta or something like that.
Oh my God.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Just play the game,
bro. Oh my God.
Alternate site. Something like that. But that's what we're talking about today, though. So I know we had some college games. We got the Natty set and whatnot. But there's no one here to talk college football with you, sir. So
what do you mean?
About your, huh?
I watched the game. What do you mean? No way.
Watch the games?
Yeah, I do be watching the games. Like, I don't know.
Morgan.
Did I watch the game last night? I watched about like the first half. I watched the Notre Dame second half. I don't know. I never have any like skin in the game. That's why I could never really like fully invest.
But it's intriguing, bro. Like, they got some stuff going on. And also, they were just talking about how Drew Aller was a top 5, top 10 pick. And that means something to me. Hold on.
Yeah, he had the talent.
Sorry, hold on.
But
like, I'm a Giants fan. Like, the top 5 concerns me. We have the 3rd pick. Like, if we mess around and pick Drew Aller, I would be sick. I would actually like vomit.
Y'all probably gonna get Travis Hunter. I feel like
maybe, I don't know. And people are like saying Shador isn't even good now. Like, people keep on saying like he's actually like fool's gold. He's like a 3rd rounder. Like, bro, like, no. But all right. Hold on. But I guess we won't talk college football. Like,
yeah, well, that was weird. What did you see from the game, Sultan, last night?
No, y'all definitely.
Dude, wait. What was the? Oh, bro.
Ohio State.
Texas, they really sold it. And Quinn Ewers, I mean, Ohio State's defense is just like all NFL players, bro. Like, they have mostly NFL players on the defense. Jack Sawyer and Tula Moau, and like their whole D-line is disgusting.
Yeah.
But Texas, their O-line actually played well, and their defense played really well. They just folded in the red zone. Like man, Sarkisian is an imbecile. Like, what is he doing? I mean, it was bad.
That strip sack was crazy. That strip sack was crazy.
Yeah, like I'm saying, like to strip sack him and then take it to the house too. Like,
yeah,
if they would have stopped him, they still would have had 2 minutes to like try to get the ball back. Like, nah, the strip sack score is crazy.
Granted, he's a defensive player, so it's like I'm not expecting it to be like Tyreek Hill, but I swear, like that was probably like the most slow motion, like
he was
seen.
running that fast. Like, hey, he got out of there. Like,
people just gave up. I think they were straight on it.
Ran out
like,
of gas.
That's crazy, bro. Like, but somebody should have been able to catch him.
Yeah,
and it's crazy that it was Quinn Ewer's roommate too. Like. Old roommate takes the ball from you, takes it to the house to send you home. It's crazy.
I was gonna say, I think I would have been able to catch him like that, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
Maybe.
Now, who y'all got in this matchup? Natty is set.
Probably Ohio State. I think their offense is really good. I think Texas just had a really good defense. But I think Ohio State's going to put up some points for sure in the Natty.
I mean, I think Ohio State should win, but I feel like it's going to be a closer game. It's going to be a closer game than people think because, like, Ohio State, they have a tendency to shrink in the moment a little bit. And Notre Dame's defense is actually really good, and they're coming in super hot. Like, Jeremiah Love, he is a problem. Like,
he's tough.
He just had a crazy game. I mean, their quarterback is trash, so like it's hard to win with horrible quarterback play. But I mean,
see, I texted Austin to get on the pod, but it dawned on me that he might be, out of it maybe right now. But I sent him the link, so if he joins,
I was talking to him last night. He was fine. He said he has like a whole bunch of bread on Ohio State winning it, like. So it's just hard to his bank account.
I'm sure, like he definitely probably placed his entire 2025 on that natty. But I'm gonna be working that game, volunteering. You see me. That's a hot ticket too.
Yeah,
tough
game.
Yeah, it's 8-5. All right, let's get into more pressing matters. Where do we even start for real? Like, where do I even start? Like, Joey, we do have a guest with us, so I think I should start with him. It's not too often we get Solon on here, so I saw a post this morning.
I've just been doing stuff all morning, so I haven't really been thinking, but there has been a lot of stuff that I wanted to talk to you in particular about in the basketball world. But what were you saying?
Welcome back. No, welcome back for real. Like, we are glad to have everything, all these takes for sure. But I want to start with New York, right?
Yeah.
And it's not you because you're not the loudest Knicks fan in the world, but I actually go to work with some, and I know some others that are elsewhere.
Yeah.
And the media has told us now that the Knicks are contenders, right? They put this team together, Mikal Bridges, Brunson. We've got Karl Anthony Towns playing out of his mind. I saw a post this morning. The first top 2 teams in each conference. 0 wins, 5 losses. 86-point differential in those games. Now, I just got through watching the Knicks. Okay, they played Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who, by the way, saw, right? He's doing it again. We're seeing it again.
And again.
126-101. They dominated y'all the entire game. Like, they actually waxed y'all. Like,
I saw it. I saw that.
It was very bad to see. Are the Knicks contenders, Sultan? Do you believe that? I don't.
Contenders. I mean, we could go to the Eastern Conference Finals, but could we win an NBA Finals? I don't think so. I do not think so. But I mean, crazier things have happened, but I don't think we're beating the Celtics. Like, the Celtics have just an insanely built team, and it's super deep, and they have, they just got bodies for everybody. Like,
you don't think you'll match up though with them pretty well?
We do, but it's just the fact that like we're just playing 6 people 40 minutes a game. Like that, we don't have the depth, and we won't use the depth really. But like the Celtics, man, their team is just like they got like 9 or 10 people that are really good on the team and can like really contribute, and they have the continuity of playing together like 3 years, winning a championship together, like Knicks first year together. So not contenders, but I mean it's an exciting basketball. Like it's compelling. Usually, like that game last night wasn't, but you know it'll put meat in the seats. Cat and Brunson and them. But
Joey,
I think it would have to be a perfect storm, in my opinion. I think I'm not totally buying Cleveland's postseason success yet. I'm just not. I don't know. I think it's a little too early to tell, but I think if it's any indication, Cleveland has looked really good. But as far as the Knicks go, I think the Celtics, they're too good built. They're too perfectly built of a team. But I think with that, I think your front court depth is, very slim. I mean, KP's healthy again. Who knows if he's going to have that injury bug later down the road. Al Horford's getting older. I'm just thinking right now, like as far as like just front court depth, I think they still have what's his name, Xavier Tillman. They got him from the Celtics, right? Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, he's fine, but like, is he guarding Cat? I just don't think so. I just don't. But I think, in my opinion, I think it would just have to be a perfect storm of them just staying healthy. And I think, like that was said, like you're playing, 6 people 40 minutes a game. So I mean, I think they're gonna be due for some injuries.
Yeah, like it's just tough. It's gonna be tough.
I mean, there's 2 things you have to look at, in my opinion, when we talk about this, especially in the postseason. We look at the matchups and then we look at the standings. So there are some teams, I believe, that the Knicks could possibly beat in a first round scenario, but we just mentioned that depth aspect of it. Like, after a full series of basketball, are we going to be able to play to a high enough level to play that second round team, whoever it may be? Knicks are sitting 3rd in the East. If y'all saw the Pacers, I believe y'all could beat the Pacers in the 7-game series.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that disagree with that?
No, that's what I'm kind of confused about. We're talking about the East like they got juggernauts. Like, the Knicks are probably a top 3 team.
The Knicks are a second round team. They're always a second round team.
Yeah, I feel like we're disrespecting them.
But like last year though, we didn't go far, and like everybody, I'm remembering like everybody had the injury bug last year. Like Embiid didn't play. I'm like a whole bunch of people on the Sixers didn't play. Brunson didn't play. I think Josh Hart was hurt or OG was hurt. There was just a whole bunch of people hurt, and when we played the Pacers and we lost because like we just didn't have them, and we damn near won.
They should have won.
We're like nobody.
Bro, the Knicks were good enough to go to the championship last year, in my opinion. Like, I think they could have took the Celtics to 6 or 7.
Eastern Conference Finals,
what?
So maybe.
Bro,
wait, what?
Yeah, bro, no. Pause. We have to be realize the Pacers, the Indiana Pacers had a real chance of beating the Celtics last year. They really did. If Jaylen Brown doesn't hit that game-winning shot in game 1 or game-tying shot in game 1, they probably go up 1-0 with a lot of momentum. Like, that's looking real good for the Pacers. The Pacers kept every game in that series very close. Like, let's be real. If the Knicks played them fully healthy, they had a really good chance of beating them. I don't know why that's so crazy.
It just depends on us getting there fully healthy to contend. I don't think we're better than the Thunder or the Celtics. Like,
probably not better, but definitely can contend. Like Morgan said, can they contend? Like that's kind of disrespectful. Healthy,
disrespectful.
Yes, like I mean, like how high I've been on the Knicks since they got OG. Jalen Brunson MVP. Like. They're just
our team is very good.
Don't beat anybody, guys. This is for you though, Ian, mostly because I know you don't watch regular season basketball. The Knicks are just big bullies. They're big bullies. They don't beat any of the top dogs. They just beat up on the Charlottes of the world. Hold on,
You're talking about regular season though. Like exactly like my point. Like this does not matter. It really doesn't. The Knicks are going to get in the playoffs.
On the Raptors. They just got beat by the Magic. I saw that game. They just got beat by the Bulls, 139-126. I saw that game.
Bro, did the Celtics not have games like this?
Then they beat the Jazz. Then they beat the Wizards twice. Like,
did the Celtics not lose to terrible teams last year? Bro, the Celtics lost to the Hawks multiple times last year.
Not last year. This year.
But
no.
What?
That didn't happen. It didn't happen last year.
They didn't have very bad losses last year. I'm pretty sure they did.
I think they lost to the Hawks. Like, if you want to call that a very bad loss, like,
bro, y'all didn't make the playoffs. But anyways, my point is, anyone can win on, or anyone can lose on any night. Like, I don't really understand you talking about how they're losing to the top teams in the regular season.
I'm going through the schedule. No, this is actually me going through their last games that they play, like the last 10 games. They got waxed by the Thunder. They beat the Raptors. The Raptors are the worst team in the league. They got beat by the Magic. No Paolo Banchero, no Jalen Suggs, no Franz Wagner, no Mo Wagner. There was nobody playing for the Magic, and they lost. The Bulls, the Thunder. Then you beat the Jazz, right? The Jazz are bad. Okay. Then you beat the Wizards. Then you beat the Wizards again. You know what I'm saying? You're just beating all the. They beat the Spurs. That's a good win. On December 5th. Wemby's good. He's a good player. That's a good win there. They're not beating any of the top dogs, guys. I mean, they're just honestly a middle of the pack team, but they happen to be in the East. So it does look better. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we've seen this story before. And also, honestly, Ian, though, to keep it a bean, and I'm going to pass it back to y'all. If the Sixers found a way into the postseason, I would take them over this next team.
You're not even like, he's lying. He's lying to you. He doesn't believe that. He doesn't believe that. He's lying to you. He's lying to you. But anyways, like the Knicks, they're third in the East for a reason. Like they're in front of the Bucks. What are you looking like that for? They're in front of the Bucks, in front of the so-called Phi Magic. Like we were just talking about how good the Magic were. Like the Knicks are ahead of them. I think they're a better team than them. I think they're a better team than the Bucks. Like you can make an argument they're a better team than the Cavs. Bro. What?
Paolo has not played half of the season.
I don't care. I don't care, dude.
You don't care.
So you think? Okay. Let me ask you a question. Do you think the Magic could beat the Knicks in a series?
The healthy Magic?
Yes.
Don't say it.
The healthy Magic. Wait. Why is this crazy?
We have to understand their levels, bro. Like. If
the Magic have more depth than the Knicks.
But it doesn't matter, bro. If you look at the players, just look at the players.
We're conditioned to only play 6 or 7 people. Like, we're playing 40 minutes a game, but it's not like we can't do it. Like, we could do it. Like, somebody might get hurt down the line, but Brunson and them can hold out for 45 minutes against the Magic and win the game. We're
talking about a lineup of Jalen Suggs, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Paolo Banchero, after just coming off of a very great playoff series versus the Cavs, right? He did all he could out there. And then you bring in guys like Wendell, Jonathan Isaac. You got Batanze playing good basketball as well. Like, is it crazy to say that they can match up very well against the Knicks in the playoffs?
I mean,
that's crazy.
They'll be all right, but they're just all super young, and they lost their first round series last year. So I mean, they're due to do better, but like
they did take the Cavs. They did take the Cavs to 7 last year.
They did, and it was a really good series. But
bro, the Cavs played terrible. Darius Garland was non-existent.
But still, I mean, Donovan Mitchell, he's an All NBA player at the end of the day. Darius Garland is an All-Star. Like
that's exactly why I don't. This is exactly why I don't buy the Cavs postseason success. I think at this point, it's like they're gonna find ways to exploit. Like, yes, as good as Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen are, I think it's really gonna have to. We're really gonna have to see. Okay, Evan Mobley took a step offensively, and that's to be applauded. But are other teams gonna figure him out? Is he gonna find new ways to kind of combat all these teams that are smarter and that have good defensive schemes? Like, Is Tom Thibodeau, a notorious defensive coach, going to figure that out? I mean, I don't know. is he going to find some way to kind of mediate that and keep that in control, reduce Evan Mobley to, the Evan Mobley of past series where, can't shoot, can't really get anything going. He's going to get block shots, all that stuff. But it's just like, I just don't know. I think I'm not totally sold on the Cavs to be honest, as of right now. I'm just not, because, as good as they're doing right now, I don't know.
I wanted to talk about the Cavs because, first of all, I just want to say it was like 3-4 years ago. I was saying that Darius Garland would be y'all remember me saying Darius Garland would be a top 5 point guard in the league at some point down the line. Not saying he is right now. You could probably debate that, but he's taking a step. You gotta go. You could probably debate that. And what's her name? Now, I mean, you could name 5 after, but the way that he's playing, the way Donovan Mitchell's playing, and then Mobley and Jared Allen, the whole team, their team is composed like a championship team, actually, and they all play their roles really well, and they all have like really good, like they've plugged in players with the perfect roles for today's NBA and to win, especially in the regular season, actually. But like, I'm just saying, bro. I mean, you could say what you want about Darius Garland. I think he's 50, 40, 90, and he is the floor general of the number 1 team in the NBA. If that doesn't put you in a top 5 in this year conversation, you should be ashamed of yourself.
No, he's playing well this year. He's playing well this year.
I mean,
I don't know what said that. Well, why does he have to be top 5? Why does he have to be
a top 5
How
point
is he
guard
top 5?
in the NBA today? That's not insane to say. I just want you to name me 5.
It's not. You want me to name 5?
Yes, bro.
Okay.
You
realize your boy Shea.
Let me pull up his
point guard, right?
splits. You said what?
Shea is a point guard. You know that, right?
He is a point guard. Yeah.
Okay. So if we go to Shea, this is just off top. Shea, Trey, Brunson, all teams that we talked about already. Let's see. Let me get my team.
Curry.
I mean, if we're even throwing Curry in this year,
I mean, I think you have to throw Curry in there, but then that puts him at 5. And just this year, Darius Garland shoots 43% from 3, 50% from the field, and 91 from the free throw. 50, 40, 90, 21 points a game.
James Harden has been having a quietly good season this year.
Like he is having a very, very efficient season. Like he's tough.
I don't know if he's over Harden. I don't know if he's over.
He's over Harden.
Halliburton. I don't know if he's over.
He's over Halliburton.
Shut up, Morgan.
He is better than Halliburton.
I don't know if he's over De'Aaron Fox. I don't know if he's over. Who was I just looking at? Hold on.
Is he over Dame right now?
I don't know if this thing is over. I mean, excuse me. I don't know if he's over LaMelo Ball.
Like, look up Dame's efficiency this year, and then look at Garland. Just compare the two, how they play.
I think his point, Morgan, was just that he's playing really well this year. Like
I'm saying,
he is playing very well this year.
And I said this. I was calling him DG in the group chat like 4 years ago. They were like, "Who the hell is DG? You're dick riding." Like I was like, "He can't be DG."
But wait a second, but this is why I have to reel you back.
40, 90, 34 and 4 record or whatever they got. Like,
will he make the All-Star game?
He should. I mean, look at that. He should.
Will he?
Why not? I don't know. I'm not looking at the voting. I don't know if Cleveland.
Okay, you don't know. You don't know if he'll make the All-Star game. That means you don't know if he'll be All NBA either. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
he most likely won't be. Or is Luka a point guard? Is he considered a point guard?
Yes.
He is considered a point guard. Yes.
Is he hurt?
He hasn't played though.
Oh, okay. So so Luka hasn't even played. So I mean. You know, he could make All NBA over Luka since he didn't play, but he won't make it over.
Eligible. I don't.
Yeah, he won't be. That's what I'm saying. But I mean, that's possible. Maybe third. Is there a third team? Is it just second team?
No, it was the
third
team.
I don't
Maybe
know
they'll
if
make
the
third
team
team.
has the
But I mean, you got Shea, you got who do we say was better? I mean,
Brian
he
Smith.
would make it over Trey Young, but that's another thing. But he would make it over Brunson, maybe.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Just a lot of chatting.
Trey,
about the game.
I was just talking with Jasim about Trey's stats. If you want to talk about inefficiency, hold on. What is Trey shooting?
He's
Are they that bad?
You can't win. Trey Young shoots something like 17 shots a game or something.
17 shots a game, nigga make 6 shots a game or something like
That's
that.
not a lot. That's not a lot at all.
Let me see what
17 shots?
Exactly. He should be making a lot more than that, man.
Yeah,
What do
he
you
makes
mean,
6 shots a game on 17 shots a game, or 6.8 shots a game.
And gives you 12 assists.
He gives you
night.
12
Yeah,
assists.
I think he's
Gives you 12 assists a night. Most of his shots are either from the hash line or over
He
7-2.
33% from 3 this year, dude. That is unacceptable. He shoots 40% from the field. 40% from the field, 33% from 3, averaging
You don't
22
watch the
points.
game. You stat
Darius
watch.
Garland is 50,
All of
40,
Trey,
90.
all
He
of
is
Trey
better
Young's
than Trey
shots are
Young.
off the dribble from the
Okay,
low.
bro.
It's been like that, Morgan, though.
Dude,
Morgan.
I watched the game, bro. I have whatever Bally Sports. I be on Bally Sports. Like
Morgan.
I'm watching the game.
That's been his
Like,
that's been his
whoa.
shot selection since like
y'all got
college.
all these
bro.
light skins on the team. Everybody looks the same. And Trey Young is just jacking up shots. What was the most recent game I watched? He had like, oh my God. He had like, I want to say it was like 4 points on like 15 shots in like a half or something. But he got 9 assists. Like, come on, bro. It's unacceptable.
This is
Like,
correct.
he's not better than Darius Garland. I let that slide the first
On
time.
everything he is. On everything. And there's never been a discussion with that. Like it's never been a discussion.
But then when you really pull it up and you see that Darius Garland's team is 31 and 4 and he's 50, 40, 90 again, they average the same amount of points
of a guy that's playing
wildly more
next to
efficient than
Donovan
him.
Mitchell on
It's
the
just
same
like-
team with Donovan Mitchell. Yes, when you start the
You got the
stat
number
line,
1 pick and Jalen Johnson and the fleet of light
playing next to
skins,
Dyson Daniels.
the great
Yes, you wanna
barrier
go look
thief
at the
on the
efficiency.
team.
He wants to bring up
Like, what?
This is what I'm saying. Like we're not objective. You know what I'm saying? We just look at certain things and then we just start to chat. That makes no sense. Like,
Dude, all I'm saying is you can't just I'm not just gonna give you Trey Young has played better than Darius Garland this season because it's not true. So we should just move on.
It's not true.
He hasn't played. He hasn't played better.
I don't.
It's not true.
And the Hawks are what? They're 500 like every year. Like
They're over 500. Like I said, gentlemen, I mean, good God Almighty, Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson is the second best player on the
He's
team.
talking about Dyson Daniels like he's not good. Dyson Daniels is tough.
Trey Young at half court every single game, and we want to bring up the efficiency of his stats. He's doing all he can, man. Like I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what to say. 12 assists a game. Dyson Daniels. Dyson Daniels.
I mean,
It's a Garrison Matthews. Salty, you been to a game. You been to the games. Vic Critchie.
dude.
Who?
You
don't know who that is? Oh, he doesn't know who that is.
damn, the Hawks are 500. The Hawks
I
are
don't know.
doing so well.
I don't know what to,
Y'all are 19
I got me
and
screaming
19.
through my house, man. I don't know what to say. Like I don't know what to say.
He's gonna wake up the neighbors. He's gonna cause an avalanche, and he's gonna cause an avalanche with all that snow, bro.
Nah, but Solon does make a good point. Like once Trey Young doesn't make the playoffs again, like are we gonna have a conversation? Like
What's
what?
the conversation?
That he's a little bit overrated. Like it's okay to be overrated. Like it's okay.
Oh my God, Dyson Daniels.
What do we value? What do we value?
What does that
trying to
have
care
to
about
do with
sports
Trey
right now.
shooting 40% from the field and 30%
Can y'all see this?
from 3?
Can y'all see what I see? Can y'all see what I see?
Bro, how many minutes a game? Oh, no, he's getting some burn, actually.
You not see the 30 minutes a game?
26
28.
a game for
28.
Big Crunchy. That is throw.
Bro. Hold on. This is actually blowing my mind.
Bro.
It's blowing my
Please,
mind.
bro. Take this up.
Yeah, no one cares about the Hawks.
No, but y'all. This is what y'all have to understand. This is our
It's
starting
the
five
fleet
right
of light skins, bro.
This is our starting
Fleet
five
of light
right here.
skins and then Clint.
Risa
So,
Shea is the
we
number
just
one
had a
overall
podcast
pick.
this week, though. No, so we just had a podcast this week, and we pulled up Clint Capella's field goal percentage.
What is it? Don't blow me.
Let's check. I can show you.
Field
I can
goal
show you.
percentage on dunks.
On layups and dunks, right? That's easy.
And alley-oop.
That's light work, right? Okay, so that's from free throw.
Hey
All right.
man, 61% from 2, bro. That is not horrible. You had me think it's gonna be like 40. Or no. That's
What?
55.
57 from 2?
57 is not that bad, dude. I thought
Yeah,
you were
I've seen
gonna
worse.
57 is not that bad.
40%.
57 is not that bad.
It's not good. It's not terrible. Like, you know
Hold
what I'm
on.
saying? What does Jared Allen shoot? Just put no, he leads the league though.
What
This
this
is
saying?
like
No,
he's
I'm
like
not-
damn near the league leader in field goal percentage.
71 from actually 72 from the free
That's
throw.
probably the highest.
And he's
though.
giving me 71 from the field, layups and dunks.
Dude,
Yeah,
he only takes
Name
layups.
another player. Name another player.
Darius Garland is literally throwing that bit right to the right where he needs it.
Who's another layup and dunk man? That's not that good. Let me.
Drummond.
Now I'm gonna blow y'all mind real quick. Let me blow y'all mind. Jakob Pertl. Actually, I can see it right here.
Yeah.
What are we talking about, dude?
61. It wasn't that, or that's just right above Clint, bro. Like,
It's above Clint.
bro, who cares, bro?
It's above
Like,
Clint.
Trey Young is not better than Darius Garland. You can't convince
On
me
everything
that
he is and always has been.
And,
always
and
will be.
that's that.
I
That's
know,
that.
I know.
That's all I was
This
just
is gonna
saying.
last-
I don't know what to tell you
This
about
debate's
that.
gonna last
He's
the whole
borderline
podcast,
top
man.
5.
I do want to pivot.
You know what I'm saying? He's had one of the best seasons this year. So that's that. That's the
He's
fact.
he's very good. He's a very good player, playing off the coattails of another very good player that doesn't give the love and respect that he
Is
deserves.
Shea
Same
Gilgeous
Here-
top?
here-
Is
here's
Shea
the
thing,
Gilgeous
here's the thing.
better
Here's
than
the
I
top
gave
50
Shea his
in the-
credit.
Here's the thing. We gotta put this into perspective, right? I think point guard is probably the deepest position in the NBA right now. There's a lot of very good quality point guards.
There
That's
are.
that's not taken away from him like not being top 5, because the high tier point guards, like there's a lot of good ones. Like
There are.
What that part?
like
what
there's
he,
but right here. Shea, Luka, Steph, Jalen Brunson. Like if we're putting LaMelo or Tyrese in that
Ja
conversation,
Morant.
like Ja Morant, right? Like that's
Ja
fine.
is one you can debate,
That's
but
fine.
Luka hasn't played, and
No, I know, but I mean, like, I think it's very easy to say, like, this season, okay, like, I see that, but, like, I think as an overarching, like, thing, okay, like, I can very sadly say there's 5 point guards in this league that are better than Darius Garland, but that is not a knock on him, because the point
It's
guard
not a
depth
knock
is
at all.
crazy.
End
Is
of discussion.
crazy.
period. It's the
Yeah.
voice of reason, really. Like
De'Aaron
I
Fox.
mean,
De'Aaron Fox. We
Garland
haven't even
has-
mentioned
has
him. De'Aaron
played-
Fox.
Darius
Yeah,
Garland
Fox
has.
might.
I said
played
De'Aaron
better-
Fox, and they looked at me like I was
played
crazy.
better than
Nah,
Ja
I didn't
Morant
even
this
hear you
season.
say
It's
De'Aaron
true.
Fox.
You can just pull it up. Ja Morant shoots 31% from 3. 31%
Don't try, Ja.
from 3.
Don't try, Ja.
He just shoot. They average the same amount of points. Darius Garland and Ja average the same amount of points. Darius Garland is a top 10 inefficiency in the league for a point
Nah,
guard.
you gotta use your eye test, man. Like you
Okay.
safe.
He
I
has
mean, he's just stat
33
watching right
and
now.
4.
Like, he's definitely stat watching. Like,
All right, bro.
you know, it's
I'm
the day and age
win
we're in.
watching. I'm result watching.
Jokic fan too.
Like,
Like,
if somebody's going 33 and 4, like, and
I mean, he's not the best player though.
44% from 3, it's like, and they average 22 a game.
Dude, he's damn near not even the second best player though. We might have to like.
Right.
Mobley's tough.
Anyway,
tough.
but what's her name? Morgan, is Shea Gilgeous still not top 10? Like, that was another thing. Like, you remember when he wasn't top 15 last year?
Do you remember why I didn't want to put him in those conversations?
Yes,
Because we need to
you're
see
a
it.
fool.
Because we need to see it again, and then again.
Yeah,
Right.
he's doing it again and again and again.
Okay,
Not even.
so I'm here. I'm with you. He's a great
He's
player.
he's top 4, I'd give him. If top
A
4,
lot of people
like,
are injured, so probably, yes, probably.
Who's injured that would be better than him?
Luka?
No. Or
Joel Embiid, yeah. I mean, those guys are hurt.
I would.
Embiid is
better than Shea.
perpetually injured, bro. Embiid is not even like, that's not even a if he's healthy thing. He can't dunk, so like he's injured forever.
I mean, this is high praise, Sultan.
What is
to be in the conversations with Luka and Embiid? I mean, Shea is doing it. He's doing it.
Yeah, I just, last year, you were so blowed. I said he was better than Jimmy Butler and Ant-Man. I just got to check in. Sometimes I got to check in, bro.
If he's going to continue to play like this, what? Yeah. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for checking in. Right. But also, Sultan, I want you to understand what comes with this territory. If you're a great player in these top whatever discussions, then we should have expectations for you.
Yeah, there is expectations for sure.
I see Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He's top 1 in the West. Chet Holmgren ain't even playing.
They don't. Correct? Yeah, they haven't been at full strength one game this year. Actually,
I see. So with that in mind, come postseason, we shouldn't see anything like last year, right?
What happened last year? Like, did
what happened last year? You went home last year. You got sent home last year. That's what happened. I'm saying that we should be,
I expect them to go to the finals, actually. But
let's clip that. Let's clip that.
Finals.
I expect the Thunder to go to the finals.
Are they not the best team in the West?
They are the best team in the West.
Yeah, they should.
It's true.
Some may say best team in the league.
The West is kind of thin this year. Like, if we're going to be honest, like the teams who were in the playoff last year, they're not as good as they were last year. Timberwolves aren't as good as they were last year. The Mavs are all injured. Lakers suck.
Timberwolves are
Nuggets suck. Like,
the Nuggets do not suck. And Jokic, bro, like, I do want Shea to win that MVP, but Jokic, he is insane. Like, he is just so easily, him and Giannis are like the upper echelon, but Jokic, he's the best in the league to me. Like, what does he average? Like 30, 12, and 10. Like, it's just,
I don't know why.
If you're in a series with Jokic, like I'm taking Jokic against most people. Like, he could win a playoff series by himself. So like, I'm not gonna write them off, but like, the Thunder have a team that can like combat that. I'm pretty sure. Brick.
I don't trust Russell Westbrook, so not anymore.
Short-handed Nets.
Oh no, y'all keep talking. I'm just I'm just making sure the audience knows, like, what's exactly going on in Denver right now. Like,
I want to see what does Jokic average exactly. Put that on the screen.
They gave Jokic an MVP. Like,
why are we making that a headline? Why are we making like Nikola Jokic and Russell Westbrook not triple doubles over a short-handed Nets team that's like somehow middle of the pack, and albeit better than expected? But like, why is that a headline?
It's because Russell Westbrook sucks, bro.
Wait, can we see Jokic's stats? Can I see them?
What? That's besides the point. Joey, they are the second duo in NBA history to both record triple doubles in an NBA basketball game.
But nobody cares. That's the point.
Nobody cares. They gave him an MVP. They did. I was told he's trash. Like,
we're so numb to the triple double now because of Russell Westbrook. We are numb to it.
I mean, hey, a triple double is a triple double. I was told he's trash.
I think maybe that's
this man Jokic averages 32, 13, and 10, bro. Genuinely. And he shoots like 45 from 3. What does he shoot from 3?
Bro shoots 2 threes a game.
Dude, he shoots 5 threes a game. And he shoots, what does he shoot? Oh, God. He shoots 47% from 3 on 5 threes a game. Averages 30, 13, and 10.
So I make 2 a game, and I get the numbers. Stat watcher.
Hey, bro, he averages 30. He averages
JJ
30.
Redick.
I mean, okay, bro. Yeah.
Dude, my problem with the Nuggets is just that, like, I don't see what's his name being as like killer as he used to be. Jamal Murray, like,
Yeah, like he's not very, he's not that tough. Not anymore. He's played really bad out the
Yeah,
gate.
he's been horrible. And I'm gonna say this right now. Like, we're not talking about like making a swing for a trade for a star, for a Zach LaVine, for a Jimmy Butler. If Jamal Murray's like not playing like trash, like I'm gonna say that straight up. Like, we're not talking about that.
I mean, it's weird you mentioned that, Joey, because we do pick and choose the quote unquote stars that we, go after when they don't play up to expectations. I think Jamal Murray just falls in that gray area with Jimmy Butler, though. It's like he hasn't been an all-star. I mean, he hasn't been an all-star. We know what he's capable of, but he has never put together a season where it's like, okay, Jamal Murray is clearly a top 5 point guard in the league or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't say that about Jamal. He just goes Super Saiyan in some postseason events versus the Lakers. And then it's like, it's like, yeah, but I don't know if we can just say Jamal Murray is that talent, like on a baseline. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's him.
And that's okay. And that's okay. I think that's okay. I think it's really like stuck out like a sore thumb now because of like just the straight depth issues that they've had. Like they've had Peyton Watson, they've had Christian Brown, they've had Julian Strother like fall into roles that I don't know if they expected them to really contribute. Yes, Christian Brown, one of the better players on that Nuggets team in that finals. Like, he was coming off the bench, but now, they're expecting him to be
more than what he is.
More than what he is. They're expecting Peyton Watson to be more than what he is. They're expecting Julian Strother to be more than what he is on a team that's expected to win games.
All right. So we've touched on a lot of different things here, but let's just go ahead and get, January? Let's get a middle of the season pulse check in terms of who we believe is going to come out of each conference. Okay. And then I want to talk about the NBA as a whole, but we talked about the East. Apparently we have at least 3 contenders in the East if the Knicks are, right, being that third team, right? And then we have the West. We've really only mentioned the Thunder in that light. So who do y'all believe will make it out, through this trade deadline, all-star break, and the like, and get to that finals?
I mean, when does Luka come back?
So these are all great questions. That's a great question. I mean, you have to think about the people that are hurt. But I'll look it up.
The only threat, like the only real threats to like the Thunder, if the Thunder were to stay healthy, are the Mavs and maybe the Nuggets. I don't think the Rockets are like the Rockets have a really good team. They've been having a really good year, but they don't have the postseason experience.
Here's the sitch that I'll say about the Rockets because I kind of want. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I apologize, but I think like they've got all these sort of assets. If they could swing a deal for a star, they got all these decent young players. They got Reece Shepherd, who hasn't really been doing anything for them, but at this point, they don't really need him to. But like. Here's a sitch. I hope Houston does not rush to trade a star. I think right now you let the season roll by. You take this team to the postseason as is. Figure out who you need to scrap, who you need to kind of trade for. Get more of an idea. Okay, what do you need? The Thunder did it. Josh Giddey was stuck out like a sore thumb and just wasn't performing to expectations, and that's why he lost in that Dallas series. They just let Josh Giddey shoot. They just let Josh Giddey shoot. They're not like letting him play to his strengths and making plays for others. They said, hey, get out of there. We're going to trade for Alex Caruso. Hell, like that's what you need. That's what Houston needs to do. They need to kind of, hunker down, figure out who do we need to keep? Who do we think that, we see on this team helping us contend to win a championship in a few years? Like right now, like even if Cam Whitmore or Amen Thompson or like another one of these young, like Tari Eason, like if they don't perform to expectations, they're still a young player. They're still going to provide value on this trade market. So there's no rush to really trade for a star right now.
I completely understand the sentiment, and I believe that you're correct in that. We haven't seen what this Rockets team can really do because Sengun got hurt. That really, and I don't know all their contract situations, but when we talk about timeline,
let me pull it up right now. I got it pulled up.
I agree. All right, so you go ahead. Sorry.
But no, I'm just saying when we talk about timeline of how you'd like to develop these young players and then see, what they have come postseason time. They're supposed to see that a little bit last year, but
yeah. Here's the deal. Fred VanVleet's third year, it's a team option. So they could say like, hey, like we could cut bait with him after this season. And open up a decent amount of cap space. Like if they opt him in, that's 45 mil worth of money. So that's helpful. Jalen Green and Şengün got their extensions. They're cool. Jae'Sean Tate, I honestly don't imagine, will stick around. I feel like, his lack of an offensive game will kind of, prove to not be as beneficial for them. We don't know what's going to happen with Jabari Smith Jr. in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe he'll get traded for a star or something after this season. But
he's an interesting
talent. It's definitely very interesting. I think Jalen Green, Şengün, definitely guys that I think you keep around. In my opinion, I think I said this on the pod before, but I think Jalen Green can be like that head of the snake, that Denver Nuggets like Jamal Murray type play. I mean, obviously like two different games, but like you understand the scheme. That's what I think Jalen Green can be. Amen Thompson, like he's looked good. He's still, I think, raw, still 6'6", 6'7",
exactly.
Raw athleticism, can make plays for you. Really good defensive guy. Jock Landale, nice defensive big. Steven Adams still like okay. Like he even his 12 mil book is off the books after
you need
this
vets
season.
on your team like that.
Yeah.
But with all this being said, I think we could flatline it as not this year, of course, but they could have a very bright future with some of the talent they have and some of the assets that they have as well. So I can see that for them. And Ime, we don't talk about his coaching enough really anymore, but still a good coach. Knows what he's doing. So we got to give him his credit for it, especially that defense. But in the West, who's contending though? I believe the Nuggets will do it.
I mean, they're okay, but I don't see them going to the finals.
Their fall from earth is their fall from grace has been crazy, and I think a lot of that has to do with the financial stuff personally, but stuff that kind of goes out of their control. And I said this I think yesterday too, the role players that helped them win that championship, the KCPs, the Bruce Browns,
Jeff Green.
They played Jeff Green, there's so much depth that needs to be assessed. At this deadline, they need to make a move now if they want to maximize that championship window while Jokic is still good. I think he's 29. He's turning 29 this year, 30, something like that. You kind of have to offload Michael. You got to offload Michael Porter Jr.'s contract. That's just they shot themselves in the foot. I think they barely even knew it at the time, but I think if you don't sign Michael Porter Jr. to that lucrative contract, you open up space to where you can probably, throw a little bit more money at the Bruce Browns, at the KCPs, keep that depth around. And now, they're saying, oh, we need a star. We gotta, advocate for the lack of depth that we have now because, these young guys are being thrown in a situation again where, they're probably not ready for. And they're saying, oh, we need to get a trade for Zach LaVine. We got to get a trade for Jimmy Butler. On any of these guys, I'm like, no, you need to and you need to get depth. Like DeAndre Jordan minutes in 2025 is not going to cut it when Jokic is off that floor. It's not going to cut it.
No.
Joey, let me throw you something. Sultan, right? Shea is not the only player that Sultan has told us about before. Let me give you some history. Michael Porter Jr. No. Michael Porter Jr. was a phenom in high school, right? But had back issues, right? So when we went to college, we didn't really get to see him, but he was able to go to the league, right? Once he finally got healthy, he started becoming this player that we were looking for. But the problem is, Sultan told me that he'd be a different player by now. All right. Let me give you the comparison he gave me. He said that he'd be Kevin Durant in the National Basketball Association. You're looking for a star on the Denver Nuggets team. They're supposed to have one. We're talking about a guy who's 6'10". What?
Michael Porter Jr. is a champion. First of all, let's cut all this short, bro. They said Jabari Smith would be KD. They say everybody that is 6'10" with the strap is KD. Michael Porter Jr. was the third best player and an integral part on a championship team, and he's like 25, bro. Please. And I said he would be a KD-esque player while we were in high school and before he broke his back. So it's
be able to say Michael Porter Jr. is in the All-Star discussion at this point of his career.
Which in modern day NBA is a $100 million commodity. Like, folks are paying $100 million for the 3-and-D wing. He can't really play defense. Like, he's having a really bad year. He's having a terrible year. Like, and he can't really shoot. But when he won the championship, when they won the championship, he was the third best player on the team. Could hit shots, could move a little bit.
Over Aaron Gordon?
That's what I'm saying. First and foremost, I don't even know if he was the bona fide 3, first and foremost. And then you had another guy averaging 40, 12, and 10 on so being the third best guy on that team is not like
dude. He won the championship, bro. He won the championship. Michael Porter Jr. is a champion. Is he not? Yeah. He started on a championship team.
He is a championship role player. Yes, he is. He's not Kevin Durant.
At 25 years old.
Okay, like this is where we gotta differentiate. Did he win a championship versus did he win you a championship?
He won a championship. He helped win a championship, bro. He's not Jokic. I'm not saying that he ever will be KD. I'm just saying, let's just not try Michael Porter Jr. like he's garbage. He won a championship, bro.
It's not even about being garbage. It's just the fact that we need a star. Jamal Murray is more injury prone than even Michael Porter Jr. at this point. And that's saying something. So we have Michael Porter Jr. on the floor giving me 19 a game. At this point of the career, I need more in order to be a better basketball club. If Michael Porter Jr. could give you 22 to 24 points a game, you know what I'm saying? Like bona fide, easy like that. And we're having him in all-star discussions. The defense thing, you know what I mean? Nobody really plays defense anymore. But if he could give me that, then I'm thinking about the Nuggets as contenders. I'm saying, yeah, we get Jamal Murray in here to at least just handle the ball. We'll be good. Yeah, but we're not saying that.
And like, to your point, like that is true. Like their progression has just tailored up. Like they won the championship. And then it was like, oh, Jamal Murray's young, MPJ's young, Aaron Gordon's not even that old. Like it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're a couple steps away if they just develop regularly from being those guys. And then MPJ's kind of fallen off a cliff. Jamal Murray has viciously fallen off a cliff, bro.
He's never been.
You just can't predict that, bro. Like, but Jokic though, Jesus. Oh,
yeah. But again, that's all I'm saying though. Like they need somebody to step up in this time. I believe he's the X factor of everything. Like even if they are able to get healthy and put together some type of run, if he's not, so to be honest with you, he should be 2. He should be the second best player on this team, dude.
He
like with his size and skill, his capabilities.
I mean, post back injury. I mean, it just changed him, bro. Like post back injury just turned him into a just automatically catch and shoot guy. Like he's like 6'10" Kyle Korver.
but we didn't ask him to be anything else.
Yeah.
Now we need him to be.
Yeah,
we know he's more
on the dribble. Like, I mean, bro, like nobody's really guarding anything anyway. So it's like,
but I mean, I need to catch and shoot. I need the mirror. I need the post game. I need all of that now. Like, it's time. Yeah. But listen, all right. So we got two of us. So let's get into my contender. So to keep it a bean, if the Thunder can't do it, I worry. I just worry because they're going to start reaching after this. I feel they're going to say, we have all of these assets. We have all of these players that we can move. Who's that star that could, we could pair with Shea and do that's what I fear the most.
I don't have a fear of that. I feel like they've committed to home growing their talent and committed to this core of players that they have. Like, I see it in the organization. Like, I feel like they wouldn't, because I mean, yeah, they have all the assets in the world. They can trade for anybody, bro. They could trade for LeBron damn near. But
and I mean no disrespect in saying this. Yes, they're not the Knicks franchise where you have clearly the chemistry on the floor and then you start to move pieces away. It's still a business though. And there's always the possibility that you go out bad. Like, I'm not saying, they should or will or whatever the case may be, but let's just say, like, it becomes a matchup game. Who'd they see first round, maybe? The way it shakes out, you possibly could even see like a Minnesota team in the first round if we were to end the season.
Not the same team as last year, but yeah, I get it.
Not the same team, but it's just like that's still.
Yeah, like that's not sweet. But also you were saying like you wouldn't want to see like a repeat of last year, what happened last year. And like Joey was saying, like the Rockets should like follow the Thunder's example. They did a good job of going through the whole playoff run, playing well. Shea, I looked against the Mavs. He averaged 31, 8 and 8 on 55% from three, and all that. I remember those games. He outplayed Luka. But anyway, they identified the problems and really bolstered those areas, bro. Josh Giddey for Alex Caruso is a crazy swindle. Like, how did they get that? How did they get Hartenstein? And then the other play, and Chet takes the step. Chet was playing out of his mind, bro. J-Dub playing out of his mind. Like, I feel like, I mean, I
don't know about J-Dub. J-Dub has to play. He has to be better, though.
He does. And I feel like he still has that time, though, bro. Like, he what, 22? Something
exactly.
Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it would be very stupid for them to like crash out and like add like a superstar. I don't think that. I mean, that would be some Knicks activity. Like, but it would be like, what is the point of that?
These owners get antsy, though. You know what I'm saying? But what I will say is, and I always call him you because you love Shea, but in Shea, you have a good superstar, though. Like, you have a guy that's mild-mannered. He's going to say the right things. His teammates love him. Like, you don't really have to worry about Shea.
Yeah, like they have, bro, Sam Presti built a great culture and a really good team chemistry over there, bro. Like, it's apparent. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Again, I've seen it happen so many times because they, in my personal opinion, right, we're supposed to even be going farther in the playoffs last year. If for some reason they end up short this year, like viciously short, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not even in that conference final.
Then it's blow up talks. I mean, it's just up to them to just not go out bad that early. Like, that is a problem.
Not blow. I think you just mess up your books by trying to bring in like an aging star or like something that's not gonna.
I don't know, bro.
Hey, I just worry about that. But with that being said, though, y'all have to be the contenders, though. I mean, from what we've seen in the West and from how well they're playing, even not being healthy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, y'all have to be the contenders. So we have to expect you all to get out of this West somehow. But it won't be easy, though. So
it won't be easy. But I have faith in the Thunder. I'm not gonna lie. I'm interested to see that. Like,
That would, I mean,
it should be fun.
Culture wise, I'll give it to you. Like if Shea is able to, mix through this West, like that would be tough. That would be tough. I can't cap. But
dude, but you know who's a dark horse in the East and always will be is the Bucks with Giannis and Dame. As long as they have that tandem on the court, like and Damian Lillard has not been a better point guard than even Darius Garland this year. He's not playing like Damian Lillard. He's not like super crazy, and his efficiency is down, but it's still Damian Lillard, bro. And it's still the postseason. And Giannis, bro, is disgusting. Like he can't be stopped, bro. He was doing Wembanyama the other day, and Wemby is disgusting. Yeah. Like he's little broing him like bad. Like
I would just have to say that, and I'll talk about the Bucks, but like the Wembanyama versus Giannis matchup.
Yeah, that's and Wemby, he doesn't really back down from anything. Like Wemby, he wants smoke. But he can't do it. He can't do nothing with Giannis, bro.
Nah, he can't do nothing. But Wemby's not gonna go out bad though. It's what I like about him. Like he's still gonna give you that 30, 35, 10, give you a couple blocks, couple steals.
He's crazy, bro. That Wembanyama shit.
He's major. No, he's major. We knew he would be, but
it's like, dang, like
you like me with the Bucks, though. Like I don't know why I have to fight for the Bucks so much. Like Julian and Ian, they down.
Yeah, Jassim. Like people have written them off like they're trash. Like how can they be trash with that roster, bro? How can they be trash?
And the Damian Lillard thing, like with the Darius Garland or whatever, we both know who's a better player. And we both know come postseason, for sure. But we both know come postseason time, big moments, like Dame is going to be Dame. Like, so I don't really worry about him through these, lulls through the season. Like they're trying to figure out the chemistry, how Chris Middleton fits in.
Exactly.
Him being a different player, that sort of thing.
Like that's a team I could see beating the Knicks. I mean, they could. Like I wouldn't say, like I'd say we probably have a 55-60% chance of beating that. Like we're more likely to win, but like that's not a automatic win for the Knicks.
Well, you hit it on the nail though. I mean, when you have Giannis alone, you're a contender.
Yeah, like point. I mean, you can't do anything with Giannis, so it's like
So if you have Giannis, you're going a healthy Giannis, you're going to be in contention somehow. And for all the talk about Damian Lillard, we saw him in the playoffs as well. Like
I'm saying, yeah, and the Bucks are hurt. Like he's tough, bro. Like I'll never write the Bucks off as long as they got Damian.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not like, well, yeah. So we'll just see about that. They just have to be in the playoffs.
They gotta, what I'm saying? Yeah,
they just have to be there. So I agree with that. In the East, I honestly am down on the Celtics. The Celtics have lost some games this year that are head scratching. Like what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like letting some teams come in at home, they beat you. I know Porzingis is going to be in and out. I know Brown has been in and out this year, but I just haven't seen that same fire, that same team from last year during the regular season. And that's bound to happen after going to a ship. But I simply worry. Like I simply worry. I'm not seeing that same fire, that same drive from them because it's hard to do it again. So I don't know.
I mean, I haven't watched a lot of Celtics basketball because I hate them and I hate Jason Tatum, but I have seen them slide a little bit in the standings. Like,
I mean, you're number 2 to a Cavs team, and the Cavs, they played well, but I don't know. I don't know. We will have to see how they put that thing together in the end, but it's hard to do it again. That's why I don't know. I simply don't know. I like the Bucks. If not the Bucks, it'll probably be the Celtics. I don't know about the Cavs, like Joey was saying. I mean, big Donovan Mitchell fan, but he's got to play out his mind in order to propel that team over.
They just have to. I feel like they just have to all commit to their roles, bro, and they do a good job of doing that. Darius Garland has to be a high-end floor general. Donovan Mitchell has to score the hell out the ball. Karis LeVert or who start? Okoro has to lock down the perimeter. Jared Allen have to lock down the forward spots, like, and they are all capable of doing that. That's that's not crazy to add. Like, none of them are gonna have to turn into Superman. Like, all of them just have to play really well in their role. Donovan Mitchell is not gonna have to average 30.
He's gonna have to average like 27 to 30 in order to
in the playoffs, bro. If that nigga Garland averages like 19 and 10 or 19 and 8. Donovan Mitchell could average 27, and then you go down the line, bro. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. 27 is heroic. Like, in a playoff situation, 27 is heroic. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
That's not, bro. Shea was just averaging 31 in the playoffs last year. And
like that's not something you see every day. Like, there's not everybody averaging 30 in the playoffs. Like, I don't know. I personally think, again, we saw last year you're battling against a Paolo Banchero in that team. They're young, scrappy. They play a lot of defense. It was very hard to get to 7.
Yeah.
What we saw was the lack of, in my opinion, just the physicality, like the strength that, Mobley and Jared Allen bring to the table. And they brought it through the regular season this year. But, like,
And a regular season this good will breed confidence in their like postseason ability, bro.
I hope so. I really do.
But I remember it was a couple years ago when like the Knicks played the Cavs in the playoffs and we ended up beating the Cavs. But it was like the first year of them having this team. Yeah, I was higher on the Cavs than I was the Knicks at that point because we still had Randall.
Yeah, I was too.
And it was like, they've had those trials and tribulations. Like, they've had years where it's like they were just, you have this team, you're just trash. Or you have this team, you go 7 games with the Magic. So it's like now they have the continuity. They've been there. It's time to go, bro. Like, it's really like it's this year, next year, and then it's damn near like we got to blow it up.
I mean, I might err on the side of you may blow it up after this one.
After this year, if they don't go to the East Finals this year, then
that's what I'm saying.
There's questions.
That definitely, bar any significant people being missing time. But no, I definitely think, like you're saying, you have to do it. But it will take heroics. That's how I feel about it. Donovan Mitchell has to play like he has to be a top 5 to 7 player in the playoffs, in order for them to get to an Eastern Conference final.
I feel like Evan Mobley and Jared Allen can be defensively heroic. I feel like they can really lock some stuff down in the paint. Like,
they have to.
Yeah,
they have to.
They got the tools, bro. Like,
but they're still. With all that being said, Cavs still my 3rd team, and I don't believe in anybody else in the East. Period. Period. That Sixers team.
The Sixers are horrible.
It's bad.
Paul George is not good, bro.
It's pretty bad. Like bad down there. It's not even that Paul George is trash. I just told Ian, like, you just traded for another injury-prone guy. Like, he's just not gonna be there or be in any type of shape to be good. So, oh well. All right, so this is the last thing, bro. This is what I wanted to touch on with everybody, but NBA ratings or whatever. Like, there's some discussion about like people not watching the NBA. The rating, I don't even think the ratings, like numbers wise, even reflect this, but it's a cause of discourse. Some people believe it's due to too many threes being shot. Got Charles Barkley beefing with JJ Redick and about how the game is being played today.
Yeah,
so I'm saying analytics have taken over. I know you're a stat watcher in your own right. Like, I mean, we know the NBA isn't the same as it was in 2010. Like, so what do you think has been the most drastic change, and why do you believe people think and are not watching that much?
I mean, there isn't a lot of emphasis on like playing hard in the regular season. Like it's obviously much more low stress in the regular season, and the threes are insane. It's getting insane, bro. This man Wembanyama averages 10 3-point attempts a game. He is 7'4". Like that's thrown. I don't care if he's shooting decent. That is kind of stupid, bro. Like if this man does not get in the paint and dunk the ball, like this man, they got him training with Jamal Crawford on his wraparound dribble. What's the name, bro? That's a little crazy. And yeah, I feel like this is crazy. I don't know. I feel like maybe I was watching a Celtics game. Or maybe it was a dream. I don't know. I'm kind of I don't know. I was just like, I saw something where it was like Jaylen Brown or Tatum or somebody, they like came across half court like twice and just pulled up some crazy stuff. Like it was crazy. Yeah. And I'm watching this like, what is this? Like with the art of the mid-range is completely gone. Folks not taking it to the paint. It had to be a Celtics game, bro, because they were talking. It was on TikTok, like they literally were just like, they come across the court, just immediately pull it. No even attempt to get into any action. First dude that is semi-open near the 35-foot mark, they pull it like multiple possessions in a row. Like that's not really compelling to watch. It's pretty stupid. But I don't know what they're gonna do about it, bro. Like, because I mean, I guess people these days are just better at shooting threes because they just come up shooting only threes now. So like, if you just spam the 30-footers all game, like they're bound to go in a little bit, like more than like going to the cup on like Walker all game. Like that also,
statistically speaking, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, so that's where you have to build a timeline, I feel like, right? So
yeah,
I think analytics came first, right? You know, they had that saying, who comes first, the chicken or the egg? I think the analytics came first. They said, okay, obviously, right? 3 is more than 2. So if we can make more threes than the opponent, right, the chances are we'll typically win this game.
Yeah.
How do you make more threes? You take more threes.
Rolling them. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You take more threes. And in addition to that, you build your team full of 3-point shooters, top to bottom.
Yeah.
So in that, the game is just going to be played differently. It looks differently. You have different talent on the on the floor. We talk about guys that maybe wouldn't even be able to play in the 90s, like a Luke Kennard or somebody like that. Rolling out there, doesn't do much more than handle the ball and shoot the three.
Shoot the ball, bro.
So that's kind of where we're at in society, in the society of the NBA. Does it look worse? Right? Is it less entertaining to see? I think so. I think so. You talk about guys that run and just jack the 3 up. I mean, there's no Princeton, I think they move the ball, but it's drive and kick now. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's all a version of drive and kick, a version of the high screen and roll, and it just all looks the same.
It's all really the same.
There's no nuance.
No team really has an offensive identity besides we're just gonna pull the 3.
Yeah.
And but the teams that are fun to watch and that do win the most games, like the Cavs, they actually do run a little offense. Like they pass the ball around. They, you know what I'm saying? They're in the paint. The Thunder, they have mid-range game. Like Shea is posting up. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's getting to the basket. Multiple players on that team do that. Chet does. Jay Will does. They're not like, I can watch those games because they're playing hard defense and they are scoring like every different type of way. So it's like I can enjoy watching that. Unlike I don't watch Celtics games because I mean I guess they play hard defense, but come across the court, shoot it immediately. Like, well. But
this is the problem you run into, Sultan. So you just mentioned some of the games that you like to watch. There are 30 teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So there are 30 teams in the league, but then add in the nuance and the fact that half of the nuance that we look for in offenses, defenses, etc., lies in those star players. So when you take them away, the Joel Embiids that are hurt for the entirety of the year, the Kawhi Leonards that are hurt for the year, Luka's out. You know who else has been out this year, man? Like,
dude, everybody.
It's like every Paolo was out for a significant time.
Yeah, dude, what's the name? That's another one of the biggest problems. You never know if your star is even gonna play for like 60% of the team. Like Zion, bro, like
Zion,
where is he at?
Like, you know what I mean? That's one of the most intriguing players we have. Does
not play.
Doesn't play.
Yeah, that's an epidemic, bro. My dad literally canceled our tickets over that. He's like, bro, like I'm trying to go to games. This man Trey probably will play like 18 of the like 40 home games that we have. Like, it's like, bro, like
Trey is honestly not even the worst one. Like,
and that's what I'm saying. I wasn't even like, that was just our experience. Like, he's not even the worst. Like, people can't watch these games, bro. Your star player just plays 20% of the regular season.
But let me help you, if Trey doesn't play, is your dad going down to State Farm Arena to see Dyson Daniels?
No, he's not.
He's
genuinely not doing that.
So again, like it becomes tough, and then you have, and then people talk about it, right? And that's the nuance JJ Redick was trying to add to it. Like, okay, like if everybody's just gonna say, "Oh, this sucks," then
let's do something.
I mean, not even let's do something. It's just like when I tune in, I'm gonna think it sucks too. Like, if that's what you say. But
I feel like something like if the ratings are genuinely going down, like at this like major of a rate, something drastic might have to happen. Like a shortening of the season might have to happen. Something to where we can get players to actually play in these games and play defense.
So I'm gonna talk like an old head for a minute. So I was in the barbershop. My dude Jorge, shout out to him. That's my guy. Yeah. Start talking about some basketball, and this is something that gets brought up. But I took it to football. I work with a football team. I just watched us pay Kirk Cousins $100 million. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, we just threw a bag at Kirk Cousins. Anyone could see, like, of course, if somebody gets whatever it was it Achilles injury at that age, to come back and play high level football for a full season, banging, like that could be tough. But we threw him the full bag to not play a full year, not even a full year. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Kawhi Leonard, shout out to him and shout out to all the families that are suffering from the fires and everything that's going on over there. That's absolutely crazy. But Kawhi Leonard has not been healthy the entire season. He got surgery.
Yeah,
and now he's out for more time, with his family to deal with this type of stuff. He's getting paid a full bag, right? But he's not playing a full year. I think it's simple, right? You get paid for the games you play. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish we could just say that as a society. I know injuries happen. I know you miss time, and I know that sucks. So we have to account for that. But we can't pay guys to not perform, to not hold up their end of the contractual agreement that's being signed.
Yeah,
they're not holding up that end.
It has gotten to major proportions. Like, folks are not holding up their end of the deal for sure.
And I want folks to get paid. It's not like, I'm not trying to like, they put you either on one side, a radical side, and the side that's all for the players, let them run them up. But they have way too much power. Yeah, they have way too much power over this thing. They can play when they want. They can do what they want. There's no real consequence. They tried with the postseason awards or whatever. Everybody's already been
they do not care about that. They're just not gonna make the awards dead. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, you get these incentives, but these guys are so paid. What's an in-season tournament to me, man? Like, me, Giannis, like that's nothing to me for real. Like it's diaper money. Like you know what I'm saying? So they've got to look at it. I think we need actually a stricter league owner. Like I really do. I think we need to crack down on everything that we have as a player.
I don't think Chris Paul and the NBA PA are gonna go for that, bro. They're think not. Chris Paul's got them right where they want them.
They're not. I'm telling you, everybody's paid. Everybody loves each other. Like, it's cool by y'all. Like
everybody just at the game, just chilling, not playing defense, just shooting threes, collecting the check.
I don't know, man. So I think that's the reason. And the last one, I swear, I'll leave you with this, but we just don't have guys that, and this has been for really decades now. We don't have guys that dislike each other anymore. We don't have teams that
there's not real animosity between teams anymore.
Yeah, like, and it's like, and with everything being said, like about how we want the game to play, what belongs into the game, some of the most entertaining basketball last year was Draymond Green. Swear. We called him out, we called him wrong, called him the names, whatever the case may be. But some of the most entertaining basketball Sultan is Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
What do you want me to say? That's some of the most entertaining basketball that we have, because it's more than just, let's run, shoot threes, let's do a jersey swap after the game, shake hands, and go on about our business. We're all paid anyway, whatever. Yeah, it brings another edge to it that I believe.
You know what though? There is a small rivalry and some animosity growing between the Rockets and the Thunder. Like there's some smoke in that, and I enjoy that. Like, and they're both young teams. Like, I'm all for stuff like that. I'm trying to think of two other teams that kind of, I feel like the Celtics and somebody.
The Bucks and the
Celtics. Bucks and the Pacers and Bucks and Celtics, I feel like.
I don't know if it's
Giannis is getting into it with Jaylen Brown and Tatum, bro.
Jason Tatum's too, like like Jaylen Brown has it, but Jason Tatum, bro, right? I don't know. It's not a lot.
Yeah.
I think. Wait, did you say no? Celtics Heat. I think
the Heat got some
little animosity there.
Wait, who? I feel like the Magic and somebody. Maybe I made that up. I don't know.
I don't know about the Magic, right? Not this Magic team. I don't know about them.
Oh, Luka has some smoke with some people, I know. Because he just be crying so much.
Maverick Suns, Suns,
that's what it is. That's what it is. That's real animosity. Like, and that's actually like when that game plays, like they play a little harder because they Booker is this man's child and whatnot.
There's definitely been some funny matchups.
Yeah,
I'll never forget when Luka waxed them in the playoffs. Like,
bro, that was borderline racist. Like it was racist, bro. Like when he made him fall for like the 40-point game. It is like the second quarter. Like,
I was like, I'm just
like,
staring.
I gotta turn this shit off the second. That was terrible.
You need that though. I really genuinely believe.
And it's a shame, like stuff like that really only bubbles up in the playoffs. Really now these days, like, you don't see anything like that regular season, like.
But I directly blame the league though in the way they officiate these games. Like they've tried to take.
It's automatic technical. You hang on the rim for 2 seconds, it's a technical.
That's what I'm saying.
You have to dunk on somebody and look away. Like you can't look at the nigga at all. Actually, like how is that?
I don't know.
I got to dunk on him. I don't see him run down the court.
I know it's a family sport, like it really is. But I feel like there's a threshold that we're at just as a society. Like,
it's go soft, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no,
I can't even talk shit in basketball. Like, is that not part of the game?
I been getting canceled, bro. But I mean, if you ride down the wrong street in Atlanta, you gonna see a billboard of 2 men kissing. Like, I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if Charlie Bean does this, like,
yeah, automatic.
Come on, bro. Like, it's not 500,000 for that. Like,
yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'd take 5 pound, man. That's all I got. That's all I got.
All right.
Anywho, appreciate you. Yeah, so we're gonna be on next week. Stay tuned for what time. Gonna watch some nice NFL today. I don't think there's any good basketball really, except if you're a college basketball fan. There's got a lot of games today, I think. Yeah. It's getting interesting in college basketball.
I haven't watched enough of it though.
I haven't
see
either.
Dylan Harper averaging like 28 or 30 or something. He's crazy.
Yeah, this episode
the Kennesaw Owls.
Listen, capture the flag too. So let me see what he had. Oh, he's got 15. No, the episode's titled "Capture the Flag."
Oh, what episode?
This episode of this show.
What show? Oh! I'm dead. I was like, what are you talking about, bro?
I mean, in the pot, like.